heightened states of emergency across the nation as the number of coronavirus cases soars above 3,000. Tonight, elected officials taking unprecedented measures to keep people safe. Illinois and Ohio closing all bars and restaurants beginning tonight. California shutting down bars and wineries and asking those 65 and older to self-isolate.
We recognize around the rest of the world that we need to meet this moment head on.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio closing all New York City public schools, affecting more than 1 million students starting tomorrow.
There is a real possibility that by closing our schools now, we may not have the opportunity to reopen them in this full school year.
Puerto Rico declaring a curfew and closing all non-essential businesses. And more than 40,000 residents in Teaneck, New Jersey, ordered to self-quarantine. During this public health crisis, major retailers are also going dark. Bars and restaurants could be next in New York City.
Every option is on the table. This is a crisis that will be with us, first of all, I believe, at least 6 months.
Meantime, confusion leading to chaos at U.S. airports under the administration's European travel ban. Lines stretching for hours in New York, Dallas, and Chicago's O'Hare. Beth Kander described her 30-hour travel nightmare.
It felt like being in some sort of dystopian novel because we didn't know if we were going to be quarantined or if the 9 hours that we've been in the air, things had become so bad on the ground in the States that they didn't want us to get off the plane for those safety reasons.
They should have increased the Customs and Border Patrol numbers, and they should have increased the number of CDC personnel on the ground doing those checks. They did neither of those.
Kathy joins me now from JFK Airport. Kathy, the acting head of Homeland Security, just said the wait time is now an average of 30 minutes from the White House. What are you hearing?
Well, Kate, we just spoke with several people on the ground here, and because of the extra screening process that is in place here at JFK, the wait time is still a minimum of 2 hours. Kate?
All right, Kathy Park, thank you. NBC medical correspondent Dr. John Torres is with us for the full half hour here, answering crucial questions, also from our viewers, things that people ask us on social media. Let's start with Illinois, Ohio, closing down bars and restaurants, California closing wineries and bars. The White House administration officials just said they'll give us more guidance nationally tomorrow about what to do. Could we be looking at more closures or, a mandate that all bars and restaurants close nationwide?
And in that same briefing, Dr. Fauci said everything's on the table. That includes shutting down things nationwide if the numbers start accelerating. So hopefully they're starting to make the movements to get it under control and flatten that curve. If not, you're going to see more shutdowns.
He said even domestic travel is under consideration.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here. And click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.